Hello, everyone, and welcome to Beyond Heroes. We are joined by an amazing cast. We have two guest stars today because TJ Storm and B. Dave Walters are filming something. Two different things, not together. But that means we have the opportunity to have two new guests. We have TK Johnson and we have Hadeel on from Tales of the Mist. You may know that show. It is a very awesome show if you like the dark and creepy. I highly recommend it. And we have our regular guests, Hope LaVelle, Jen Kretchmer, Lauren Urban, and of course, Adam Bradford. And this is a very weird show, so be prepared. It is a series of one-shots that culminates into an overarching plot line. Every time one of us rolls a natural 20 on the die, someone gets a chance to win a legendary bundle in Twitch
A
chat.
fairy gains their wings.
That's also what happens, and an angel loses them. It's
all at the same time. Everything, it all happens.
It's all about balance. Oh my God, Hope LaVelle, you are like in full cosplay today.
I just got my Penelope cloak. I just have to cover it in moss.
I didn't even notice. Oh, that's awesome.
So cool. It's so warm.
God, that's
I need to be warm today.
Yeah, yeah.
I just love that you match your background and like it's all.
Yeah, now we have to
I'm
all
an
step it up.
overachiever. What can I say?
Yeah. I'm gonna start wearing a wizard hat.
Yes.
All right. Well, I think that's about it. We don't have any announcements other than, wow, we had a major book release come on to D&D Beyond, The Explorer's Guide to Wildmount, written by Mr. Matthew Mercer and a bunch of friends.
Not sure if anybody's ever heard of Critical Role. But,
yeah. So Critical Role, for you don't know, is a live stream D&D show. Not a lot of people have seen it.
It's a live stream like this, except
smaller.
No,
not like this.
Yeah.
It's not as good. Not as good as this one.
Oh,
yeah.
I didn't say it.
When they roll natural 20s, they don't get legendary bundles in there.
That's true.
Yeah.
They're
true. Not all as cute as this cast. I'm just saying.
Wow.
Bunch of
Don't you sponsor them?
We do.
Oh, them. Oh, yeah.
Them?
They're cool.
Oh, those
folks.
I think those kids are gonna make it one day.
I like that Sam guy. He has some interesting things, some interesting ad reads.
Yes, he does. So I guess with that, let's start Beyond Heroes. We'll go and roll that beautiful bean footage.
We will rise with the dawn. Out of the ashes and beyond the night, beyond the masses and into the light, beyond all time in this adventure we chose. We will never give up. We are beyond heroes. Beyond heroes.
As Lauren just told us, it's a great way to start an episode. Death is just going to happen. So, previously on Beyond Heroes, the wonderful heroes were in the elemental plane of fire between the giant Inferno and the Ashlands. And at that time, they basically found out that a lifelong enemy of Orkira, named Balasar, a Dragonborn, was attempting to gain control of her deity, her primordial, called the Phoenix. And you set about preventing that from happening and also killing Balasar in the end. Meanwhile, before that, we had Briv Steelmarrow and also Freely stealing lots of things, including Hope LaVelle from a giant fire giant, Hope LaVelle being very proficient at it, and Briv Steelmarrow weirdly good about lying and diplomacy. So it was
I have so much charisma.
It was confusing for everyone. And so now we start this episode and we find ourselves in Faerun, specifically in the city of Waterdeep.
I have friends here.
You have been requested by a strange, mysterious ranger in a dark cloak to come to the yawning portal to discuss business and possible adventures. So you, at this very moment, are on the streets of Waterdeep, outside the yawning portal.
It's nice to be back here when there isn't pieces of stuff falling from the sky.
I mean, it is raining.
Of
Yeah.
course.
Look, that's atmosphere, though. That's what that is. That's
She
just,
turns around and just sees Briv spitting into there.
Oh, what?
So Briv, we're going into this portal that yawns, and we're gonna meet a friend. And please don't spit into the portal, please.
Very well, Penelope.
Oh, do we have a name?
My
No.
name is Briv.
My name is Penelope.
I'm Alyndra.
I'm Orkira. Hi, nice to meet all of you.
If we hadn't been adventuring together for decades at this point.
There's a guy
Thousands of
nearby
years.
sweeping
Actual
outside the inn. My
centuries.
name's Greg, not that any of you care.
Oh, I care very
Everyone
much.
cares.
It's lovely to meet
Oh.
Greg.
Thou art right, Craig.
Druid
No
craft.
one cares.
I give him a flower from Druidcraft. Here you go. I really like you, Greg.
Greg, are you the mysterious ranger that we're supposed to be meeting?
Do I look like the mysterious ranger that you are supposed to be meeting?
Tis a hell of a way to greet someone, Orkira.
I don't make any assumptions.
Yeah, it's not me. It's probably he's probably inside. Might further the plot.
Oh, okay.
Bet Greg runs into a lot of like wayward adventurers.
This is not
Greg-
Greg's first interaction with adventurers.
Greg just his job is actually to stand outside the yawning portal, ushering people in who are too busy standing outside of it, going, "Oh."
He's literally like the face of disappointment.
As an
Because
insult,
everyone thinks he's somebody and he's nobody.
Oh, Greg's somebody.
he's someone to me.
That's true. He
I
puts
want
the
to go
flower in
inside,
his
but I
hair.
also want to spend the next 2 hours with Greg, like helping to make him feel better about himself.
Whatever
quest
the
for Greg's
adventure
self-esteem.
was, whatever the adventure was, this is it now.
This
This
is
is the
it now.
quest.
We need to find Greg's self-esteem. Come on, we can do this.
The search for Greg's self-esteem. That will be a special one-shot.
I mean, I
charity
feel like
adventure.
he had plenty of self-esteem because he just talked to complete and total strangers
That's true.
and,
It's true.
introduced himself. So
It's true.
Good on
maybe
you,
Greg's
Greg.
okay.
I don't even know why I'm sweeping out here. It's raining. Seems kind of pointless.
No, you had a job to do, and you're very adamant about it. Okay.
Much like life in Waterdeep.
I take it back about his self-esteem.
It's not even the water's not even that deep here, technically. So, I don't even understand that.
Greg, canst thou tell me why this city is called such a ridiculous name? Because it has neither water other than rainfall is not water, but it has no water and it is not particularly deep.
Right. I think it's because water is nearby, and like someone built a town, and then someone was really unoriginal and then built their town on top of that town. And then another person was like, well, everyone's building towns here, so like, why don't I build my town on top of that? And that happened for about like 2 million years, right? And so that's why it's deep. It's deep. It's a deep town.
But why water deep?
Because you can see water from here, I guess.
Greg, listen, I have a job for you. And Orkira is going to hand him a silver and say, would you go find, there's a guy in Troll Skull Alley named Harold. Would you tell him Orkira says hi and that I'm okay? And also, we're going to go in here and advance our own plot. So here you go. I'm going to hand him a silver.
Maybe grab yourself some Lexapro while you're out.
Right. Right. So, I might get there faster if it was like 2 silver.
I will hand him 2 silver.
I mean,
As-
if you want to like expedite.
Well played,
information.
Greg the Gouger.
If I wanted it expedited, I'd use a spell slot and do sending, but we're on a time limit here, so here you
All
go.
right,
I
all
want-
right, I get it. That's
Go on,
understandable.
Greg. Go on your adventure.
Go, Greg. Head off to your
This is
waters.
really important. Harold,
Greg takes a moment, and with his broom leaning on the side of the yawning portal, just reaches out his hand and telekinetically the broom jumps into his hand and he starts walking in the distance.
Goodbye, Greg. Thank you for your help.
Oh, goodbye. It's nice almost knowing all of you. I hope you have a nice adventure. I'm
Bye,
sure
Greg.
nothing
You
interesting
too.
will happen.
As we walk into the yawning portal, Alyndra leans over to Briv and she goes, "Actually, the city was named Waterdeep because of the deep water harbor."
Oh, Alyndra, no one cares.
I care. Tis
I
Briv.
care. that
Very
Alyndra
few
cares.
people care. I was just making friendly conversation with Greg.
Well, you could actually get your facts right. It sometimes does matter.
Okay, so
From time to time.
fill it in for me. Why is this place not called Greenwood or something else?
Because there's not a green wood here. There's a deep
It makes
water
just as
harbor.
much sense, trust me, as Waterdeep.
Well, no, do you see the harbor there? It's very deep. Never mind.
Do
I
we have the
tried.
name of the person we're
tried.
trying to meet?
you don't. You were told a dark, mysterious ranger who would be heavily cloaked inside.
So we
the
walk
inn.
in and we see 30. So
It's just the whole
Eeny,
time.
meeny, miny, mo.
Briv just walks in and points, "Where is the dark, mysterious ranger stranger?"
And 30 people raise their hand.
Ranger, stranger, danger.
It's like every single film version of Aragorn from every
Yeah.
And they're sitting
Everyone's
like
smoking
fighting
pipes.
to a
Striders.
table.
Striders just all sitting there like in the corners, like smoking pipes.
Striders everywhere.
Oh,
Yeah.
I'll take that. Thank you.
Do they come with hobbits? Because then I'd be for it. Let's
Oh.
do this.
Yeah.
Yo, you know what? Yeah.
I mean, we're missing our other
Hello?
halfling. We only have
Lord
one
of the
halfling.
Rings
We-
cast party. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm not the
Hello,
DM.
I'm your ranger. Hello.
Oh my gosh, hello. You are
Are you the famed heroes of the storm?
close enough.
No, that's not us.
Oh,
Might be
sorry.
looking for a
That's
different
my
group.
That
mistake.
sounds made up, like a failed video
I
game.
apologize. Wrong adventuring party. Carry on. My mistake.
Oh. Okay, let's
So
try
which
the
one
next
is
one.
it?
Roll. I need perception checks from everybody.
I'm so mad.
14.
Oh, well, my passive is a 21.
Briv chooses not to perceive.
These are them, Hadeel. These are the ones that are gonna save the world. This is them.
I rolled a 1, so I got a 9, which means I'm still looking out the window at Greg, hoping he's making it where we need to go.
Oh, you definitely
Stares
you-
wistfully into the distance for Greg.
When will
spot
my
a
Greg come
kobold-
home from the war?
Or Carrie, you spot a kobold with a pot belly, who's short for a kobold, like maybe 2 feet tall, actually sitting on the bar and just drinking an entire pint of ale, and its belly is slowly kind of expanding. It's doing so, and you are like certain that's your contact.
That's the sweetest thing I've ever heard.
I will walk over to the cobalt. I will walk over to the cobalt and in Draconic say, "Hi, are you I think you're the one that we're supposed to meet, right?"
Hey there, tall lady. I might not be.
Does that mean you are?
It doesn't mean I'm not.
Hey,
Do
go
not
Cobalt.
waste our time, little scaly fiend.
No,
Dost
shoot
thou
your shot,
have
man.
information for us?
Hey, wait a second.
Yeah.
I don't think I'm the guy you're looking for.
I think we're looking for that person.
Best of luck on your date. You know.
Okay.
Yeah. Blind dates are
Enjoy
scary.
your beverages and food.
Blind dates are. I hope you find yours. And I'll wander over to where Alyndra is pointing at people.
Okay. Yeah, Alyndra, you do notice, someone very conspicuous. All black robes. They are smoking a pipe. It is literally lighting up their face. Like even in a cornucopia of adventures with magical items and amazing garb and heroes that you've perchance heard of, this person seems like the one who's trying the hardest. And they are sitting at a table all alone. And you see Durnan behind the bar pouring drinks, eyeing all of you very closely. Eyes darting back and forth.
We'll walk up to the bar and purchase whatever is on special. I'll buy 2 of whatever's on special.
Oh, okay.
And hello.
You purchased 2 Goliath whiskeys.
These are large.
It's one for me. It's one for me.
Oh no! All right.
Do you hand Penelope half pint a Goliath whiskey?
Oh gosh.
You're just gonna have to set it on the ground.
Well,
It is the size of her.
I guess
As I
I'll
taught
buy
thee,
3
Penelope.
then, because I wanted to buy one
Wear
for the
thine
person
shoulders.
who was hiring us.
Penelope, I need a Constitution saving throw.
yeah.
Oh, giddy.
Set
Oh, no.
9 feet.
Oh, okay, it's a 9.
Yeah, you're drunk. You are effectively poisoned. You have disadvantage on saving on attack rolls.
Oh my god.
You are like tipsy, tipsy, tipsy.
Oh, that's what greater restoration is for.
Everybody's my friend. Everybody's my friend here.
Penelope, when we're ready, I got you. Don't worry. But for now, let's follow Alyndra.
Okay.
And
then I
Alyndra's
will
my friend.
buy one more drink. But before we go over to the person, hello. Do you happen to know who that is? And also, oh my goodness, you're Dernan. You're the Dernan. The Dernan. Hello. Would you sign this?
Yeah, well, I get this a lot.
Why dost thou not act that way towards me?
Because you're not Dernan.
Well, that might be because no one knows who you are. And he
I know
I
signs
know
it.
who I am, and I know I could take thee on any day of the week.
Snap.
Are you asking for a date? Or
If that's how thou wantest this to go.
I mean, that's how I want it to go.
He just continues cleaning a glass. I think your day is going to be interesting. And he like
Hi.
walks away from the bar and goes out back.
That's exciting.
So no answer on who that person was then.
No.
Alyndra, thou madest him flee.
No, Briv.
He was
You
just
made him flee.
intimidated by me then. Thou hast admitted it.
He didn't even sign my autograph book.
I shall, and I reach down and sign it.
I go up and say hi to the cloaked figure.
I'm
Hello.
slightly impressed that Briv can write his own name.
I will follow
I-
Penelope.
She didn't say that out loud.
No,
Are
I
you-
didn't say that out loud.
So, are you the famous Penelope Half Pint?
Hello, my name is Penelope Halfpint. Hello. You look so great. I think you're amazing.
Thank you. Would your friends like to join us?
Yes. Yes, everybody in the bar is my friend, so we're all gonna join you.
But specifically, the other 3 of us will join you as well. Just here.
Okay.
All right. Is everyone set at the table?
Yeah, I bring over a drink for the person. I bring a Goliath whiskey for them.
And then Briv grabs it and starts drinking it.
The
Go back to the
stranger-
bar and I buy a round for everyone.
Oh my gosh.
And I
That-
come back and I guard cautiously.
I thank you very much for coming here today. I have a very important adventure filled with gold and plenty of experience that will be valuable to all of you.
No, it doesn't really motivate me.
You are Briv Steelmarrow,
Tis correct. Mine reputation precedeth me.
and you are Orkira Ildrex,
Yep, that's me. Hi.
and you are Alyndra, daughter of Oblivion.
That's the short version, yes.
Right. And he slowly turns his pipe, and the ash falls out onto the table. Everybody down on the ground! Everyone down on the ground right now! and everyone in the inn stands up, and people draw their swords and point their wands all at you.
Oh no.
I've still got my hand on Penelope, and I would like to cast Lesser Restoration at this point.
Uh,
I
two
sober
figures come, 2 cloaked figures come out. They may introduce themselves at this moment.
I was just texting Hadeel because I was like, the moment you started with this guy, I was like, Agent Michael Scar, and I'm bringing it down. Yeah, you want to go first, Hadeel? Go ahead and unmute yourself, though.
Or not.
It's very
thou art in a
epic.
cone of
Unmute.
silence.
No, I didn't prepare that spell this time.
You're still muted,
no,
Hadeel.
she's still.
Powerful magics.
Sorry.
There we
Um,
go.
There you go.
There are
So
two
excited.
buttons that you have to push to unmute the microphone. I flip my cloak open and my hood off, and I have a sword pointed, and I look to my other cloaked figure and be like, "We got him, Sarge. We got him."
The other cloaked figure will pull down a dark woolen hood, and they have like a sort of a stormy gray complexion with white braids cascading over their shoulders, and they currently have their long bow drawn, and they look over to their partners. I'm not a sergeant. You don't have to just Artie, could you please grab the scrolls and read the charges?
Yeah. So Artie will take some scrolls out of their pocket and open them slowly. So
One
they can-
second, I will send it to you.
Okay. Listen, Artie can't read that well.
Boom.
Okay.
What does Artie look like?
Artie looks like they're very handsome. Are they a girl? Are they a guy? It doesn't matter. Everybody thinks they're hot, so that makes everybody gay. And they have like that, like the 90s boy band haircut.
Mhm.
That's what they have. It's like dirty blonde and blue eyes. They're human. They're very handsome.
Like season 5 Sean from Boy Meets World.
Maybe. Okay, TK, maybe that's the picture I have in my head. Is Sean from Boy Meets World, the most handsome. But so Artie will unroll the scroll and say, you are hereby charged with 1 count of speaking directly to the Lady of Pain, 1 count of illegal transportation of a primordial, the Phoenix. That's in parentheses, but it's important. 7 counts of using wish spells to alter the tremulous fabric of reality.
Tremulous, Artie, tremulous.
Trembling fabric of reality. 1 count of joyriding over Waterdeep in a stolen airship. I saw that was still pretty dope. Illegal though. It's super illegal. Stop doing that. 1 count of reckless abandonment of a dinosaur. 1 count of killing a god. That's impressive. Still illegal. 1 count of building a time travel device while living inside of some guy named Arthur or Averin, bag of devouring. This apparently took 7 years, resulting in
700, Artie.
700. Yes, numbers are hard for me. Being way stronger than you're supposed to be for an adventure, and then 1 count of a wanton. Wontons. I mean, wanton destruction of a world without filing the proper permits. It's a lot of crimes. It's a lot of crimes, man.
Wait, what dinosaur did we abandon?
I don't
What
know.
dinosaur? Is it like one of the cool ones? Like
That's the one I'm most upset about.
Yeah,
Artie,
'cause
that's unimportant, Artie.
but it's important to us. I mean, a lot of the rest of it is true, but we took whatever dinosaurs we could that were still alive.
So you
No, apparently we didn't.
stole a dinosaur?
No, we had rented them, so they were ours. So we were trying to rescue
Should I
them.
put
but
stole
I
a
thought we-
dinosaur on here, Sarge?
I suppose you'll just have to.
Okay. Do you have my
Identify
quill.
thine selves.
The taller figure, clearly the superior officer in this, sort of casts a irritable glance in Briv's direction, but just turns back to
I eat
Artie.
irritable glances for breakfast. Who
Artie,
art thou?
I believe I packed an extra quill in your supplies for you. I don't think it's very professional of you to not include it with the rest of your supplies.
I used the quill to pick a rock out of my boots.
Are we done here? And
What
Briv
did you
gets
do
up
it
from the
after
table and
the-
starts to exit.
Wait, no, you're under
Uh,
arrest, Mister. Come back here.
Yeah,
all of the agents get in the way of the door.
there'll be like a very like crisp snap from them, and then they turn their attention.
Why, as to whose authority this is on?
If we are being accused, we deserve to know that much.
Do I gotta? I could read the paper again.
I don't
I
care
will
about
say-
thine
No,
little
I
paper.
heard the charges, but on whose authority? Is this the city of Waterdeep? Is
Artie, do you
this-
have your badge with you?
I do have.
All right, go
my
ahead and show
badge
them your
this time.
badge, Artie.
So I take out a badge. It's upside down, but it has the name Artie on it. Has the name Artie on it. And
Are we part of a training session? Because I'm more than happy to help.
Never mind, Artie, you're doing an excellent job. We are extra planar defense.
Oh.
We are tasked with negating the irresponsible use of magic.
Penelope, I said that I would not spit, but under extenuating circumstances.
Yeah, Briv, spit away.
Wait. First off, I still want to
Lock and load, everyone.
What does that mean?
Everyone's wands start to like charge and magical items start to hum.
Wait. I thought you were all my friends.
So
That's
the
not
only
fair.
crime that I have participated on thine list is directly addressing some stupid woman that didn't know how to communicate effectively. And so therefore, I actually believe that that should be a crime against me and not one that I perpetrated. She actually killed me, if thou wouldst remember, for simply speaking to her. So I do not take any of what you have to say seriously, because the crime was committed to me and I am the victim, and I am not trying to get her arrested by some made up police force.
Yeah. We're not bad guys. We're heroes. Everything we did was to, save people and do good. I promise.
Or to just speak with them, maybe.
This would, yeah, the sergeant will sort of like narrow
calling-
their eyes and then look around. Like,
Is calling the Lady of Pain stupid? Is that a crime? Should I?
no, not
Is
outside
calling
of
thee
her
stupid a crime?
domain. That's not.
Briv?
No, calling someone stupid, though rude and polite and
Super rude.
And possibly completely on point.
is not a crime. We cannot punish somebody for something like that. But it is not our place, Artie. It is not our place to decide whether or not somebody has erred on the part of the law or not. We are merely tasked with bringing them into court.
Now, if we are being charged, what are our rights?
Artie?
The rights. That's right. Artie will pull out like EPD like field manual and like look through it, and
Two more chapters to go, Artie.
You have the right to remain silent. Is that for this one or?
Turn
I
the
think
page,
thou
Artie.
needest EPD Beyond or something.
Yes.
It's taking
Uh,
too long.
Or Kira,
Yes.
if we go to jail, we can't help people anymore.
Oh, but if we run from law people, aren't we bad people?
Yes.
Yes,
that is
law
very
people are
bad.
If you look
completely
here,
unjust.
Incredibly
that is
bad.
actually a crime.
Yes, resisting arrest is unfortunately bad, and we would have to
I do not
add it to
recognize
your
thine authority.
list of
Super
charges.
crimes. I can't.
No, there are
find the
no super
page.
crimes, Artie.
Well, I mean,
Apologies. Our rights, please.
I feel like there are super crimes, but we can talk about that back at the station. I can't find the page with the rights. Will you read them, Sarge? I forgot to memorize them again.
It's all right. Like it's obvious that you're still learning how to do this job, and
Yeah,
on-the-job
you're doing
training's
great.
really
And it's
important.
obvious
This is
that
good.
so many violations of procedure are being
Okay.
done here that we are obviously not going to have any of this stick.
Oh,
Briv,
okay.
give them a break. They're trying to do
Yeah.
their
I
job.
studied
I know, I'm
law.
not gonna
That's
try my
what the
best.
plan-
It's obvious that the sergeant is getting like very tired and overwhelmed now, and they'll go ahead and pull a chair out and motion for everyone to sit.
Artie will also sit.
Artie,
That's right. That's not my turn to sit. That's right.
Orkira will like turn the chair to go to sit in a way that she can with the wings and the tail, and then
Mhm.
Artie will stand up, and so she'll. Oh wait, are we not sitting? Sorry.
No, you
no,
sit.
Ar-
You're good. It's my bee.
You can't. All right, and she'll. Okay, what next?
So at the moment that you saw this person, they were very much like in control at the beginning of this entire procedure. And now the look on their face is rather like a kindergarten teacher who has been told that we no longer do naps.
We have that effect on people.
And
I certainly do.
they sit there with this sort of it's a gleaming scale mail underneath their cloak, and it shimmers with a sort of an iridescent metal. And they pull their cloak back all the way and lean forward. The council has seen fit to either arrest you for this list of charges or enlist your assistance in paying a fine.
So we shall add blackmail to the list of offenses for this council.
No,
How
they're asking for
interesting.
our help. Obviously, they know that we're heroes and that we're going to help them.
Well,
I mean, we.
heroes, criminals, it's really just a matter for the courts to decide, isn't it?
So wait. So what court? Whose council? And I'm sorry, what was your name?
And they sort of clear their throat. Circa Steel Breath.
Is that with an S or a C?
It's with an S. And when they say still breath, anybody who is from the Sword Coast could probably like. I have a background of celebrity adventurer Scion, so probably anyone from the Sword Coast would at least recognize the name Still Breath.
Okay, and who's the council?
Oh, the law council of the extraplanar defense.
That sounds made up.
Huzzah!
It is for the next 2 hours, yes.
Do you show them your badge?
Yeah, I do. I pull out my badge.
You see their badge, and it is long.
Oh.
There are so many words, and it is all in common. It's almost universal, even if you speak different languages. The words change
It's like paper.
very specifically, so you can read it yourself. And they are the Bureau of Extraplanar Hells, Old Gods, Lore Demons, and Enemy Reform.
Is it like one of those IKEA pamphlets that
Wait,
it's
I'm
really
sorry, could
only
you
a
re-
page
Could
long?
you repeat
except
that?
It's the Bureau of Extraplanar Hells, Old Gods, Lore, Demons, and Enemy Reform.
Bureau of Extraplanar Lore. No.
There's got to be an acronym for that.
One more time. Bureau of Extraplanar Demons, Old Gods,
Lore,
or
Demons, and Enemy Reform.
demons are on there twice.
I
They're
got to know
important.
that acronym.
What does this council want us to do? Because if it is something I would do anyway, then I'll forgive this little intrusion on my day, and we'll just go do it, and we can call it all square.
So kind of you to offer forgiveness.
Thou art welcome.
Are we going somewhere?
There is an artifact of considerable power.
Oh.
would Alyndra? I think Alyndra would figure out what that acronym is pretty quick.
I can't handle hope right now.
The funny thing is she's not drunk anymore.
Oh.
Just happy. It makes me so happy. I'm sorry.
And for anyone coming in late, we're not talking about Hope LaVelle being drunk. We're talking about her character.
Yes.
I mean, she might be.
She might be. Whoever gets you through the stream.
I'm sorry, continue.
There was an artifact. I'm sorry. We've dealt with a lot of
I'm
those.
sorry. Now I'm laughing. There's an artifact of considerable power.
It always starts this way.
Of course. We do not need you to procure it. We do not need you to give it to us. We merely need it destroyed or dismantled.
All right, what is it?
Easy.
Circa pulls out just a small thing of parchment and begins to take a stick of charcoal and draw on the parchment, just doodling a little 3-dimensional cube. This is a gate that will allow you to travel throughout the plains. As you can imagine, that is something that our bureau wishes to tamp down on.
God, is this a thing we were helping the gnomes make?
So
No.
we were in trouble
Okay.
for extraplanar travel, and now you want us to travel extraplanarly.
No, you are traveling within this city. We are merely asking you to prevent someone else from traveling extraplanarly.
You can make an Arcana check to figure out what that magical item is.
Okay.
Anyone who wants to.
It's a 27.
Okay. It is a cubic gate. Each side of the cubic gate leads to a different location in the multiverse.
Whoa.
Who's got
You
it?
are spinning, Penelope Half-Pint. Like you are having trouble staying on your chair.
Is
No,
no
I
one else...
lesser restoration. She's not drunk anymore.
Oh, she's not? Does
No, that's a lesser
It's,
restoration.
it's just
Yeah.
the information train.
Has no one else detected that the acronym for this
Yeah,
ridiculous...
I asked about that.
Yeah,
and I
you
didn't get an
you
answer.
know, Alyndra, for sure.
I'm
I mean, you can roll an intelligence check. You can roll of any kind you want to.
Briv is of average intelligence and is
Yeah.
already assuming that the Xanathar is just making a huge charade to make us do
Ooh.
something.
That's a 28.
Yeah. You know that spells out. The Bureau of Extraplanar Hells, Old Gods, Lore, Demons, and Enemy Reform does spell out Beholder.
Mm-hmm.
The precise kind of thing that an irritated crime boss that lives underneath this city, this is the kind of ruse that an eccentric beholder would put in place.
That's excellent. So you actually already know where his hideout is.
Oh yeah, we've been there.
Oh, this is fantastic.
I
We'll
think
simply
thou
go in,
knowest where they
destroy
are.
the cubic gate, and we'll be on our way.
So the Xanathar's the one that has it?
Yes.
How
Oh,
come
we-
you named your extraplanar cop force people after the Beholder?
It's an unfortunate name. Unfortunately, I did not name it.
Who did? Have I heard of Beholder before? Not as the creature, but as the...
You may have heard of an organization called Beholder before, but you probably didn't believe it.
Yeah.
What did I hear in the
sounded made
myths
up.
and the legends about the who created it?
They're probably, you've heard rumors of a relatively new organization trying to enforce interplanar travel.
Yeah.
Oh.
They
Sounds
almost
like the
exclusively
same-
get Horizon Walkers.
Yeah.
Like, do they have the same reputation as like the LAPD or something?
Can't
not
spell
quite
lap
like the
dance without
LAPD.
LAPD.
But they may have informed also because of multiple crimes made by someone's father. in the past. So
Who could that be? I have no idea. No one with a father who makes trouble in these parts.
probably Orkira's.
I think they're talking about Averin. Just maybe.
No.
No? Okay.
Probably, yes. I'm sure.
Regardless.
Durnan apparently brought over food, and so Briv has muted himself and is enjoying it.
Uh,
Briv
hey,
has
boss,
that power.
Can we?
Briv hasn't
but-
eaten all day.
What I'm trying to find out about Beholder is, do they actually have authority, or is this?
As much authority as they give themselves, yeah, they have the capacity to lock you up forever.
Well,
I mean, if you've got enough people who are willing to point swords at you, that gives you authority, right?
Right, boss, but on that point, I've been holding this sword up straight for a real long time. Can we put our wands and swords down? Because, like, my arm is starting to shake.
Yes, but go ahead and start up with the anti-magic field in case they get a little antsy.
Okay.
And just know, I like point directly at that person that was talking. And I
Yeah.
say, just know I do not need magic to skewer thee.
Yeah. Thank you. That
Gerald,
sounds
he
like-
doesn't mean it. He's just testy.
Oh, I mean it.
We don't
He
take
means it.
threats against the Bureau of Extraplanar Hell's old gods,
I am
law,
not
demons, and
threatening thee,
enemy
I am telling thine
reform
future.
lightly. So I don't feel that was
I don't
appropriate.
need magic
That's
to
all
tell
right,
thine
Gerald.
future either.
Just file the paperwork, and we'll speak to HR about it. Thank you.
So, yes, I would like to file an HR report.
so we're going back down underground again.
Yes.
Consider thyselves lucky that this is something I would do anyway. Otherwise, this entire place, Durnan would be very, very irritated with thee.
Of course. We are truly burlesque. Thank you.
Does this mean we're now part of Beholder? Do we get badges?
I
do
shall
have-
need to
I
see
do
the
have extra
agreement
badges,
written up in
Sarge.
triplicate.
Do you have extra badges? Can I see?
Oh, yeah. I'll dig in my bag. All of the
Artie,
badges
please,
are
the
like,
deputy badges.
yeah. So, but
no,
I pull,
we-
like they're like kind of plastic, like you would get them at Chuck E. Cheese for like 2 tickets. They're probably handed out to children on field trips. I
Yeah.
was like, yeah, I have a whole bunch of these.
You're an official fireman.
And it looks just like mine. I hold up my badge, which is still upside down, and on the bottom of Artie's badge it says like rookie on it, and then he has like a little card in his like badge wallet that says days without incident, and the number like magically changes like from 0 to like, or from like 2 to 0.
Or Kira's
And I
gonna take
pass
one of
out.
these badges and hold it up and be like, "Oh, this is kind of cool. How fire resistant is it?"
Oh, not very, please.
Okay,
I
good to
don't-
know.
In, like,
Outerwear only.
as they're
Okay.
moving through the paperwork, there's actually a wanted poster of all of you, and it says mostly wanted. It doesn't say full wanted. It just says mostly wanted, and there's like character drawings of each of the Beyond Heroes crew.
Wow.
Like, and it says, "Be warned, these people may be mostly dangerous."
Yeah. I like to think that
This is
Circa is
accurate.
carrying a briefcase, and when they open the briefcase, it's like an accordion.
Yes.
And so there's like multiple files, like folders and stuff in place. There's one specifically labeled Avrin, and it's like an encyclopedia wide.
It's the Britannica of like crimes.
There's one for
interplanar crimes.
Penelope that's like, it's like wafer thin.
Yeah, it's a one sheet.
It's a single rap sheet that's
She
not
was
even
possessed
full.
by
It's
a
like,
Yeah.
God.
most of it is
And-
taken up by the head, like the
Yeah.
letterhead.
Penelope
Actually,
has a lot of
if they
extenuating
actually have this
circumstances.
stuff, like
Yeah.
Briv's is going to be pretty thick. Actually.
Yeah, absolutely.
Wanton spitting on portals for no reason.
Yeah.
Just public indecency.
No, I'm talking about real
spitting.
crimes.
Irritable.
Public nudity.
Yeah. The thing is that if any of you look at your files, none of them will contain genuine crimes that you have done that are not of extraplanar or fabric of reality related. So there is going to be 7 counts of using wish spells.
Mhm.
But if you like robbed someone, it's like, well, You probably deserved it. Whatever. It's outside of my jurisdiction.
So I look back over at the person and say, apparently, killing thee and skewering you will not be a crime. So just keep that up for thine incident reports.
Unfortunately, it is an insurance risk.
As
Killing
somebody
still
who's
happens.
accidentally pushed a gnome off of a tower, the paperwork will kill you.
I
Archie,
shall not do paperwork.
But
Briv
It
does not
was
do
an
paperwork.
accident.
But we're part of
Least
your
cost
organization now.
benefit.
Are we?
of course you
I
are.
haven't
Yeah,
seen
they
it
got
in triplicate.
badges.
So
That's because you haven't
So
initialed
as
the third
members of the
page.
organization, that means our crimes are cleared.
Completely absolved.
Should the cubic gate be properly destroyed? Yes.
Oh, then that's easy. Let's go. We'll just go do that real
Well,
quick.
we only
we not
have like an hour,
Please?
so we should
Yeah.
probably get on.
Yeah, we
with
should
it.
get on this.
can we not call things easy before we know how hard it is to actually destroy
I call
something?
everything easy, Orkira.
Or Kira, it's a
know.
mindset thing, you know, if you say it's easy.
Oh,
That's right.
okay.
You gotta what's
Yeah.
that, Sarge, what's that word? Actualization, that thing you taught me? What's that called? You gotta speak
That
into the
makes-
universe. The
Okay.
secret.
Yes, of course, Artie. Oh, Gerald,
Power of positive thinking. Yeah. Okay.
could you please escort our collateral into the suites upstairs? Thank you.
Upstairs, I thought we were going
Collateral.
down.
Not you.
Oh, we're not collateral? Okay.
Oh, of course not.
What collateral do you have?
You see both Keen Deapreth and also Freely in chains. And they're arrested and they're being walked upstairs to be held hostage.
I promise that
What?
it's nothing personal. I can't have you jumping planes in the middle of this mission. So
Oh.
So why don't they just come with us and help? They're part of our team.
because Todd said they couldn't. I don't know what to tell you.
Feels like the plot requires this.
They'll be
I don't know.
fine.
Insert
I brought a couple
Broke the
explanation
fourth
here.
wall.
They'll be fine. They're gonna have way more fun. I brought a couple of card games. One of them's called, like with some card game.
Free Dragon Monty.
Yeah, it's board games. They'll have fun.
Oh, do you
They're
have
gonna have
Dungeon
fun up there.
Mayhem? I heard that's really fun.
Yeah, I was gonna say Dungeon Mayhem, but I couldn't remember if I was allowed to say it.
I'll
Actually,
just say it. I don't care.
Dungeon Mayhem,
Artie's,
couple of
yeah,
red and
Artie's
blue decks up
cousin
there.
actually got a hold of the expanded edition before it's even on the shelves. It's fantastic.
I'm just saying, I got friends in high
Ooh.
places that also happen to be my cousin. We're not really
don't-
friends, but my mom says
Knowing
he
the
has to be
Lady
nice to me.
Mazanoble has its benefits.
I'm gonna say
Weird.
I don't like the
One of
fact
the
that you.
Masked Lords.
I don't like the idea that you're holding hostage because that seems to indicate that you're going to do
Hostage?
something. Yeah, collateral. That's
no,
usually
no,
what that means.
collateral.
Yes. And so what
Collateral is
happens?
objects, not people.
Yeah.
Of course, we are holding their magical weapons and armor.
You're
They're
gonna
just
make them be
attached to them.
naked?
They're just attached to them. So
And,
Well,
and what
don't
happens?
think that's
I think this is
going
more
to be a
comfortable for everyone.
problem.
No, it's not. What happens if we don't succeed at getting this object?
Then they
and destroying it?
kill Keen and Freely, obviously.
I'd like
I'll
to
just
see
They
them
put us on
try.
trial
I mean, of
instead.
course, because
Waiter
Why would you
drops
like
Y.
to see that? I thought you were friends.
Well, waiter drops Y and puts down another Goliath whiskey shot in front of Penelope.
No.
Nope. And I
I'm on
very
the job
gently move
now.
it out of reach.
Orkira is still staring at these two policemen as like, so what happens if we don't succeed?
Well, I suppose you'd better.
Or
Else.
Well,
if we do not succeed, then we shall come back here and prevent them from killing the collateral, and we shall slaughter everyone in this bar.
Or Kira,
Okay.
what a finite.
your frame of mind is all wrong again. If we don't succeed, no, let me hear it, or Kira.
you know what? I have the
When
power of
will we
positive thinking when I
succeed?
know all of the circumstances. We will succeed.
Exactly.
But if we
Yeah!
don't, what happens?
I haven't gotten that far yet.
Well,
Perhaps we
well,
won't.
And when we do, I only have 4 diamonds to bring people back from the dead.
Well, you
I
have
mean,
2 less
if-
people to worry about.
Why? What's happening to them?
Nothing.
And
I mean, if it comes to that, I'm sure, Sarge, we can, pull strings, grab a little
What do we
diamond
choose
from the
trial?
evidence locker.
RT.
What?
Do I have your
So
word
we
that
have
nothing's
a
going to
count
happen to the
of
two of them?
corruption and collusion with criminals that we can add to
And
getting this
kidnapping.
entire farce thrown out.
Listen, I just want to hear it from you so that when you lie to us, I can say I told you so later.
You have my word.
Okay, we should get going.
I'll feel better when I say I told you so later. And Orkira will stand up and start to walk out.
If thou dost break thine word, thou shalt die.
Of course.
Take a moment to discuss with my compatriots.
Orkira, as you're getting up, you notice the door to the yawning portal opens, and you see a debonair dark elf with a long brimmed hat and a feather in it, and holding a rapier, and it is Jarlaxle. He just looks. He sees.
Does Orkira know who that is?
Yes.
Okay.
Everyone knows who Jarlaxle is. He looks around.
He doesn't do
sees
very well for running a secret organization.
all of the Bureau of Extraplanar Hell's old gods and lore, demons, and enemy reform. And he's just like, nope. And walks back out of the yawning portal.
I don't blame him.
Hey, I've got an idea.
Two I haven't gotten today.
Why don't you come with us? You seem like you could be a big help.
Oh, he's gone.
No, I mean these guys.
Oh, of course we're coming with you.
Oh, okay, good, because that's a lot of work and we need
We
help.
could never trust you to destroy the cubic gate on your own. No
Well,
offense.
it makes it far more
Can we
convenient if
discuss
thou
why
dost
we're
double cross
destroying-
us for me to kill thee. If
Of
you're
course.
with me. Yes.
He has a point. He has a point. When if we
RT.
Oh, yeah, okay.
I mean, that's usually what happens with collateral is we get something in exchange, right?
Oh, are they our collateral now?
Now.
They are.
All right.
Yeah,
Come on,
the
let's go.
Switcheroo.
Let's go.
RT.
Yeah, okay. I'm trying to do the positive thing, Sarge.
Of course. Did you charge your swords and everything today?
I did. I remember to do that.
I'm very glad. And did you have a snack before we left?
I did. I also have an extra cheese and peanut butter crackers in my bag.
I'm very proud of
good.
you, RT. Thank you.
Dost thou want a loaded potato?
I do actually.
I do.
I actually
This
do
is
really want a
awesome.
loaded potato, Adam.
Perhaps we can leave the magic objects as they are and go have loaded potatoes instead.
I mean, potatoes are just good.
If I buy thee loaded potatoes,
Potatoes. Boil them,
wilt
mash
thou
them, stick them in a stew.
remove the list of our crimes?
I love that Todd's face is just seeing the adventure get away from him. He's like, no. Potatoes.
It's very relaxing.
It is.
Therapeutic.
Yeah, speaking of that adventure.
I'd like to, if I can, I'd like to try and get my folks aside for a moment.
Well, we're leaving the yawning portal, right, with these
Mhm.
two?
By your
Or-
folks, do you mean the adventuring party, or do you mean by Averin and Sophia's?
Oh, no, not calling those folks. No.
Delightful.
No Hail Mary yet.
They're
I don't
not
want to
on
kill
folks'
anyone
terms.
Yeah.
yet.
Circa and Artie will have a powwow to the side while y'all have powwow, so that's fine.
So they never gave us our rights, which I believe would invalidate an arrest. in
Alyndra,
law.
I know this shall shock thee, but I studied law back in the clan, and this entire thing is completely made up.
Yeah, but I
Then
don't think
why are
that
we
matters.
participating.
Because we're heroes.
this is something we would do anyway, and I'm
Yeah.
very curious about what's going on, to be honest.
Yeah.
I would love to come face to face with this council where I can show them the true meaning of justice.
Well, isn't the faster way to go to the trial then?
Well, this artifact needs to get out of the Xanathar's hands too.
Yes.
To Penelope's point, we're heroes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, one problem at a time. Artifact, friends upstairs
I
playing Dungeon Mayhem, and then possibly clearing
trial.
our name.
I sincerely doubt, in the time that we have, that we would be able to completely change course like that as well.
You'd be surprised what
Right.
we're able to do in just a couple hours, actually. I mean, like Penelope said, it's the power of positive thinking. But yeah, one thing at a time.
Real quick cut to
Yeah.
what is happening in the inn upstairs. Keen and Freely are playing Dungeon Mayhem at this exact moment. And Freely has won the 3rd game in a row.
Oh no.
And Keen just slowly looks up at Freely, and they're both sitting on the bed. And he pushes him off the bed.
We're gonna come back and the
I
young
am
portal is
in
gonna
my
be on
winter.
fire.
Yes, he turns and then goes in his winter.
Yeah,
I am now
Yeah.
in my winter.
I'm now going to pout.
When like as Circa and Artie are talking, whenever the adventurers come back, they could probably overhear Circa talking to Artie, we're going on a very dangerous adventure. Are you prepared to be the bad cop if you need to?
I guess.
I can't be both good and bad cop.
I'll do
Alright.
my best, Sarge.
Let me see your battle face. Artie, no, a little less. Okay, no teeth. Work on it. We'll workshop this. We'll come back to it.
Hearing all this, Orkira would like to walk up, and seeing Artie make this face, can Orkira just look totally terrified?
Yes.
But then also-
Deception.
I want a performance roll or deception.
As this is happening, though, as she's making these faces, Briv is completely getting the wrong idea. So I'm talking Oscar Isaacs with Felicity at the end of Rise, like picking up what you're putting down.
Yeah.
those faces.
100%.
Meanwhile, I rolled a 5 on my performance, so it's probably way overacting.
What would
Yeah,
you
show me
say?
where you're over. Yeah, give me your overacting.
No, you're so scared. And she's like laughing when she says it.
Yeah.
I mean, what would I roll for against it?
Give me a perception roll.
Perception?
Give me a
Okay.
perception roll. You may believe it. If it's lower than her performance,
It's only a 7, so
It's still higher than mine, so you know
Yeah.
that I'm trying.
my
I'm not
gosh.
being like mean about it, but I suck.
I
It
think
feels-
she
if-
was startled and then was like, oh, trying to catch herself, and I'm not scared, but she was really scared, so
Super scared.
super scared.
Are we ready to go?
We're going on
Always.
an adventure.
Do you have anything that can assist us in our quest?
Yes.
Alyndra always asks for gear. It's one of her best qualities.
Todd, do we have anything that could assist them?
I have one more deputy badge.
you do.
Artie, why don't you save that for a serious occasion, an emergency?
You have a healing potion that you can give to each member of the party.
Nice.
You have 10-foot collapsible poles.
Orkira will pull out hers immediately and be like, "Oh, these are really useful. Absolutely.
I-
Next
I
time we go to the
reference
Elemental
those.
Plant Finder, I'll show you how to cook marshmallows on these." And she'll pull out a bag of marshmallows.
You
I
have
don't have those.
a bag of sand. You also have Horizon Walker compasses.
All
Uh,
right.
I will pass out the healing potions.
And these are the kind of compasses like you need to know the special code on. You know.
Yeah, we pass out compasses. Artie, will you pass up the bags of sand, please?
Yes,
And
and
I heard a
bag
story
of
one
sand.
time that these compasses can tell the future.
I don't.
Is this
so
that kind
mad.
of compass?
I look at the compass.
if the future that you're looking for is an open portal, then yes.
Little
I'll
bag
take
of
it.
sand. There it is in D&D
Or
Beyond.
whoever killed the king of the polar bears.
If you take the sand and you throw it in
I
the
shall
eyes,
murder anyone who killed polar bears.
Pocket sand. This is the best.
Pocket
I've always
sand.
wanted some
Pocket
of
sand.
this.
Hey, I have a polar bear.
We don't have polar bears.
We did not bring polar bears today. I'm sorry. Maybe next
Aw.
time.
No, don't
Commit
say
more
today,
crimes.
Artie, that. No.
Don't
Artie.
commit more crimes. We don't
Another
have
violation.
polar bears.
That's all I'm saying.
As this
So-
conversation is happening, it's
Penelope, can you
it's-
turn into a polar bear?
all of this is echoing down the well in the center of the yawning portal, and there are horrible monsters and goblins and ogres and drow and all kinds of gelatinous cubes, all of them hearing this hour-long back and forth discussion about being arrested and going on an adventure. And you can almost hear the eyes rolling from the monsters below.
This was supposed to be a very simple arrest,
But it's D&D, so it never is.
which is silly because y'all blew up a planet. So I don't know what I was expecting.
Allegedly.
No, I actually,
feel as
we
though-
actually did. Yeah.
I feel as though a higher power is prompting us to take action.
Mm.
Then let's go. How do we get underground? What's the best way? Through that
You
door?
remember-
Giant hole right here.
You
Okay.
remember how to go back the way we came, right?
Yeah, you do. You do remember how the way, probably very specifically Alyndra probably remembers. But everyone can roll some kind of intelligence check to remember exactly how they got
Oh,
there.
you said to remember. I've never been there. Plus,
Yeah,
I
you've
rolled
never-
a 2.
You
So
kind
Alyndra
of
was there,
need
but
them for this
Jen was
part because
not,
you've never
so-
been there and you don't know how to break into the.
All right.
Oh,
I
yeah.
just saved everyone in chat and everything else. 20 on the die on my intelligence check.
I mean, someone wins the
Briv
legendary
is
bundle.
so smart.
Thank
He remembers everything about how to get there.
Smart Briv. That's that. Thank you.
Oh, Hadeel, we should dab.
There we go. Dab for 20s. Wait, no.
No, that's not going to catch on.
No.
Yeah.
Nope.
The wrong
But
audience.
yeah,
for
you
it.
all get. You
It's
get a
true.
chance
We
to
got to
win
go
the
back to
legendary-
mists.
Yeah. Sorry. Thanks for coming, everybody. I
The
just made it
bad
uncool.
kids.
Yeah. All right. So what's everyone doing?
We're
Following
looking for
Briv.
the end.
We
We're
are following
Briv.
Briv because, like a bloodhound, he knows exactly where to go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You
And he also is a very good lawyer.
walk me through the montage that is your ranger-like moment. Like, are you like grabbing a little bit of dirt from the cobblestone streets and like tasting it and then licking it and then putting your
No.
hand in the air and then like
No,
it's this way?
I remember exactly where it
goodness.
is. Very similar to how I remember how to get to the, outhouse at night when
Okay.
it's dark. And I am just like almost unconsciously like walking, with purpose, barely looking where I'm going, and then I finally get to where the you emerge out of the sewers where we came out the last
Yeah.
time.
Yep.
and
You get to the grate.
and basically get to the grate, and I'm assuming they probably refastened it, but
Oh yeah,
I
it's
am
been refastened.
I am Briv Steel Marrow, and it shouldn't matter too much, and so I'm just gonna like pull the thing off, try to anyway, pull the thing off, and jump down into the sludge.
Go ahead and give me a strength check
Okay.
plus athletics.
That's better. Dirty 20.
Okay. Yeah. You loosen the hinges and you kind of pull it open.
Like a half dab, or
Yeah. Half dab. All right.
all right. So
Okay, we'll look at
follow me.
and
it echoes.
you want to roll up your pants because it's nasty down there, and I'll jump in.
It's going to get on thine pants. Don't worry about rolling them up.
Circo will open another briefcase and there will be what do they have them? The evidence booties. Yes. And we'll hand like a pair of like thigh-high evidence booties
That's
to Artie.
Artie will pull them on.
They both pull on like thigh-high evidence booties.
What color are they?
Yellow.
Gloves. Yeah.
And if,
I
if
will
Briv sees
throw-
this, if Briv sees this when they get down, Briv splashes them. Literally just like,
Rude. Rude.
it's better to get it over with. Trust me.
Delightful. That's
Yeah,
befitting
there's a-
one of your past.
There's
Um,
there's a lot of like gross things.
Can
Down there.
I put on water breathing and get a floating disc going and get everything set just in case? Please?
What kind of water are we going to be breathing?
Hopefully nothing, but we've had to breathe blood
Sludge.
before, so
Disgusting. Hate it.
I can only cast so many lesser restorations. Let's not breathe this water.
Hate it.
And I'm also gonna throw on. It's too soon for it. Never mind.
Some epic music. Were you going to throw on like?
I was
Some-
gonna
some
throw on
awesome-
detect magic, but it's way too soon.
Okay.
We are not there yet.
I was gonna
Trudge,
throw in
trudge,
a
trudge.
yeah.
Trudge through the sledge.
Did not like this the
Also-
first time.
Our Lady Alyndra can use a prestidigit magic that will
I
clean us up.
absolutely can. I will
So-
use it on everyone except for Briv because I know there's no point.
That is hurtful and
and
unnecessary,
true.
perhaps.
Basically, the evidence booties that I forgot what my character's name was for a minute. Circa handed to Artie as well. That's like the mechanical land stride to keep us from having to have any difficult terrain costs if that becomes a thing.
Okay. Yeah. All of the terrain is difficult. It's very slippery,
Okay.
mossy.
Yeah.
Horrible things seem to float down in the sewers from time to
Yeah.
time.
So as long as it's non-magical, we don't have any difficult terrain cost.
No, it is so far non-magical. But you
It's so far.
Orkira, you very specifically feel like you're being watched.
She turns around and sees Briv just staring at her.
That's normal. Yeah. All right. Hi. Are we getting before I respond to the being watched, are we entering like where the door was where we met the flaming skulls before, or are we going in the back entrance that got us directly to where the beholder was?
Exactly.
Yes.
Are we splitting the party and going in both ways at the same time?
No.
Briv would have gone to your first option.
The doorway where the mind flares and the okay.
Yeah.
How close are we to the door?
You're getting quite close. You do see two gazers slowly floating. They're like beholders, but tiny with 4 little eye stalks, and both of them are like.
Well, I was gonna let everybody know we're being watched, but I guess it's kind of obvious now.
They keep mimicking each other back and forth as they are floating, and they're clearly on patrol, and all the eye stalks are looking around.
So we've been seen.
Not yet. They're very busy
Disgusting.
and yelling at each other.
Lost without trace.
Nice.
I need stealth checks from
You
everybody.
get a plus 10
Okay.
stealth check.
Can I throw guidance on?
Oh, that's a
I'll
good
do
thing.
guidance on everybody as they do this. Okay. Like one at a time. Oh, nat 20!
Yay!
First one! Yay!
You never get in that 20.
I know.
Tis
first one
not
I've
the
gotten
first
on-
one, Alyndra.
Well, since we've
Thou art
done...
always trying to steal Briv's thunder.
No, my
Nice.
first one.
Oh, that's your first one? Like the
Since
whole
we
time?
started doing giveaways, yeah.
Yay!
Well,
There
that
are
is a
some of
cause
us-
for celebration.
There are some of us who do a lot more saving throws than rolling d20s, and so it takes us a little bit longer. And there's some of us
It's
who
true.
say attack multiple times around.
Like perhaps me, yes.
Yeah.
Yes. So it sounds like everyone's rolls were fantastic.
I'm sorry, what was I rolling?
Stealth.
Stealth
Stealth.
plus 10.
Just 10, yeah.
It's going to be a 25.
How's that
for Artie.
potato?
24 for
Potato's
Circa.
delicious.
So that-
25
that is
for a
also a dirty 20.
That
And
is
just in case it's there's wondering, Briv has the metal stowed at the moment. He definitely would not let his magical metal touch the sludge.
Oh, okay. All right. Yeah.
N-
So you
that's
are
a
just
34.
naked with nothing but a loincloth
Correct.
right now. It's upsetting. Alyndra, because you got the highest roll, you full on Kenobi this one where you just see the two you see the two bickering gazers looking at each other and arguing in whatever mimicry they're trying to speak, but they've never fully gotten the ability to speak to each other. And at that exact moment, they look in the other direction, thinking they heard like a rock fall, and then you like do the like dart across the hallway, and then everyone else darts across the hallway like Scooby-Doo style. And you get eventually, after many terrible smells, to the gate.
Before we go in, Orkira will walk up behind Penelope, and Penelope, you'll hear her very quietly under her breath say, "All right, time to death ward the halflings," and she'll death ward you, and then she'll go to death ward Freely, and have this moment.
Aw.
Freely's not there.
And Freely's not
know.
there, and then she's gonna look over at Artie
Mhm.
and say, "Death ward," and I will cast death ward on Artie because
We
death ward.
we do not help the collateral.
Yes,
Why
we
not?
do.
If we keep the collateral alive, then they'll keep our collateral. That's a hard word to say. We keep them alive, they'll keep our people alive, and everyone's alive. Also, it's a new person, so
Artie
Very
will
well.
feel the
TK
death
Hadeel,
ward.
this is the grossest place you've ever been. Like, you haven't necessarily done a lot of field work, and this is like, wow.
I don't know, I feel like
Been to the
this is
elemental
probably
plane of
just as
dumpster
gross as
diving.
Bunk. But yeah, Artie will feel the death ward, and he'll look back and like tap his little badge, and give like a thumbs up.
Oh.
and I'll tap my badge and give a thumbs up.
It's wholesome.
Yeah.
I don't know if this is my best adventure or my worst.
Yeah. Circa says, "Eyes up, Artie."
We're going in.
All right. What happens?
Would you tell us?
We get the thing and we
Who
leave.
opens the door?
That's a hallway.
Okay, everybody, I told you this is my No.
Briv, open the door.
Very well, he says very loudly,
Oh,
and then
God.
just like hammers it open.
We still have Pass Without Trace.
Hate it.
You hammer it open after several punches, and alarm just goes off. Just
Oh my goodness.
Which was bound to
It's a-
happen anyway.
It's an alarm
No.
spell that is going off at the moment.
Oh my goodness.
Well,
I mean,
can we just
one
get
cannot
inside and go
open a
hide
door
somewhere?
stealthily? It's like swinging open.
Is it open? Did we at least open?
Yeah,
Did he
the
at
door
least
is
open?
open.
Yes.
Yeah, the door
Okay.
is definitely
I
Yeah,
don't
open.
see
silent.
anything in front of me.
Not
Me.
yet.
Going.
But you see a familiar flaming skull
Oh no.
turn immediately towards you, going, "Oi, what? I thought ye all had been killed or otherwise
Of
dispossessed."
course not killed. We are beyond heroes. Now listen,
Huzzah.
flaming skull person thing. Art thou I don't know. Whatever thou art,
That's
Thou
rude.
sh-
That-
I
that's-
don't know. How dost thou identify?
Well, okay, fine. I am a flaming skull. If you need to be very specific about the origins or what the makeup of me, I am technically both a skull and also on fire.
So on fire skull, I needest thou to take me to thine cubic gate. Make
I
haste.
myself do not have a cubic gate.
The
But lucky for
Xanathar
you,
does.
I have fallen out of favor with the Xanathar. And
Rally thine troops and attack the Xanathar, where we can steal his cubic gate.
boy, I don't know what really is in it for me, though. If
I shall
for
let thee
me
live.
to get my people to help you.
I shall let thee and thine people live.
Oh, I think you got the wrong end of the stick, boy. I
Listen,
think
these individuals right here are part of a made-up organization that has vast resources and plenty of gold, and they will pay whatever price thou dost name.
you just already prefaced your sentence with them being made of a made-up organization that has
Doesn't
vast
make the
funds.
gold spend any less.
Well, I don't know. How can I know that they actually have the funds if they're made up?
Alyndra, show them the funds. Use the prestidigit.
Yeah, I heard that bit that you just said. Not really filling me with confidence.
Okay, this is taking far too long.
Fun.
Dost thou want to die, or dost thou want to show me to the
It-
Xanathar's quarters?
Not to be on the technicals, but
Uh-oh.
Oh no.
I killed him.
Killed him.
Artie will look at
He
look at
said-
Artie and
he
be like,
literally
"Okay."
said not to be on the technical side.
Oh, and he's back.
Oh, he is back now. The flaming skull has completely extinguished his flames and fallen to the floor.
Sometimes my connection to the negative energy plane gets kind of interrupted especially when I'm down beneath like several layers of stone or cement.
Tell the truth, thou art intimidated.
Artie, make sure you make a note about that negative energy plane.
No, not really intimidated so much. Really, just
Hey,
kind of
bring
field
confused.
notes.
So
forces
I
down
can
here and
help you, but
arrest
I
all
need
of
to
these
know
people.
what's in it for me and
What?
my associates.
You
I
get
don't
to
do
be a
this part
hero.
well. Somebody tell them
I-
what's in it for them.
I can't get my good Flaming Skull friend here. I have just a thing for you to make this worth your while. And I will reach into my
Do it.
the deputy badge.
Yes.
I know your
Orkira will
Flaming
pull out-
Skull.
Orkira will
The
pull out
Flaming
her
Skull.
and
And
point
You
he
to
don't
says,
it
really
and be like,
have a body.
Now I will press to digitate, so it just goes ding.
Yeah, see? And I know you don't have a body, but that doesn't matter. It's not about what you
Digit.
don't have. It's about what you do have. And you could have this.
join
Right.
us.
Wow.
So
Ooh.
who amongst you? I have a question, a serious question here. Who amongst you is lawful?
Oh God, oh
You know,
no.
who amongst you has a creed?
I'd hope it'd be the lawful people here.
Oh, yeah. You
I'm neutral
do?
good.
What exactly are you? Weird dragonborn that has wings for no apparent reason at all?
They
Listen,
look
it's a
nice,
long
though.
story, but no, I'm
What
not
offensive.
lawful.
You're not lawful. No. Can you be trusted?
Yeah.
All right. So here's the deal. I will assist you and my associates. You will resurrect me.
Do you have any diamonds?
No, I
Oh,
do
that's
not.
have
okay.
you been-
We do.
I'm
Wait,
not
wait.
sure if you noticed, but I am a flaming skull and am without pockets or hands to use them.
That
But
doesn't mean
do
you
have a
don't have.
badge.
That doesn't mean
No.
you don't have possessions. Also, how long have you been dead?
I'd say maybe perhaps a year,
Yeah.
maybe
right
5
now.
years.
So
Orkira,
no. This is
of course thou canst do this.
no. I'm not. Listen. In the interests of a relationship built on trust, I can only resurrect people who've only been dead for 10 days.
Right
it-
now, but as thine learn more about thine deity, perhaps.
Yes, super problematic that is.
Can I
yeah.
can I offer an alternative?
Well, what is your alternative to
Here is
resurrection?
thine alternative to life. Yes.
Well, I was just thinking, we know where the Xanathar is. Instead of you helping us, why don't y'all just leave? It's probably going to be a fight. There's probably going to be destruction and more death things. So why don't you just get out of the way? And that's what's in it for you, is you're just not in the destructive path.
All right. So since you can't do, like cleric things that everyone else can do, perhaps you can procure me a body anyways that I can connect with.
That sounds creepy.
Well,
we are
it-
not into that kind of business.
No.
and it may sound creepy to you, but it sounds liberating for me.
Is it your body? Was it your body?
Yeah.
Do I
Are
believe him?
you lying to
I
us?
don't believe us, thou.
No, it's totally my body. It is. So if you find my body inside the Xanathars,
Oh,
then
it's inside there. Oh, that's easy. Yes.
The Xanathar ate your body?
No, he didn't eat it. He didn't eat my
It's not
body.
inside the
It's-
Xanathar. Or
He said it was inside the
It's
Xanathar.
inside the lair. Inside
That's
the
exactly-
lair.
inside the sanctum.
Oh, minds go to very gross places right away. You strange heroes.
We've
We've
met
seen
some very,
very
strange
strange things.
people.
What, stranger than you and that Dragonborn hanging out and being together and having a
Yes.
long-term relationship? I don't
Yes.
know. Seems odd.
So-
to
Did
me.
we have
much
this discussion
stranger.
before? What is wrong if that was what was going on?
I don't know. Seems weird. Seems weird to me.
I believe I need a little less talk and a lot more action.
Well,
Yes.
I agree. So we've all agreed that I will be either one, resurrected, or two, rejoined to my former body.
Agreed.
If
Agreed.
it's your body, I'm
If
not doing it
we
to
With
someone
agreed,
else's
agreed.
contingency,
body.
if we find it,
Yes, agreed.
Well, we
But-
better find it, shouldn't we?
we'll do our best.
I'm
Yeah.
not giving you to someone else's body. That's creepy.
I promise it'll be my
Orkira?
body.
How will we know?
Positive thing.
Can you describe your body for us so we know
Well,
that we have
it's
the right one?
without flesh and
That'll be a problem.
dead.
That's a
Can you be a bit more specific?
I weigh about 45 pounds.
Guys,
Can you
Soaking
get
wet.
more
The
particular
box?
than I am a
the
skeleton?
box, guys, the box.
That's quite generic.
I think I'll know it when I see it.
I feel like we're running out of time for this.
Yeah.
We should
So,
go.
You should be mindful of the
Every
time.
moment that we stay here is less time that we have.
Let's go.
That is so profound.
That is indeed profound. You have a very wise paladin, I assume, from his.
all
lack
right.
of
Well,
thinking.
later when you ask me to do something I'm not going to do, I'm going to say I told you so. And Orkira will start to walk towards the Xanathar's lair.
She's
What is happening?
bit rude for a clerik, that one. Okay, well, I'll float it along. And now
That
you have.
deity is just a giant flaming thing. Doesn't even know how to talk.
I'm gonna
Wow!
shoot-
Shots
I'm gonna
fired.
look. I'm gonna look. I'm gonna look over at Artie and I'm gonna say, "Yeah. So, does your organization offer some pretty good health benefits?"
Because we've broken our guests.
I think so.
All right,
I
that's
mean-
good.
The best way to be healthy is to not be dead. And look at me.
I know, right?
Yeah.
I mean, I have a
Remains to
lot
be
to offer.
seen.
I'm just saying.
Yeah.
So,
All
Cube.
right. All right, you start following the flaming skull. The flaming skull starts moving through tunnels, and you begin to start recognizing the kind of the architecture of the beholder's lair, and you come to several doors that you would not be able to necessarily open, but using mage hand, you can hear doors being unlocked from within some kind of very intricate mechanism behind several of the doors as the flaming skull decides to open them up.
How dost thou open doors, flaming skull, with no hands?
Right, so
magic,
I
Briv.
do have one hand, and it's called mage hand, and I cast that, and I move things with it.
Some things have simple answers.
Yes, some things do. Are we done?
Onward.
Right. All right. There's no need for torches. Clearly, I'm lighting the way. So, as it's moving through the tunnel, like it's as there's a green flame glow around all of you, as you are moving forward. How is Beholder handling this? Or the organization Beholder?
Or
How
not.
are you dealing with your first real field work?
It's very strange. So Circa has made a couple of arrests before now, and usually when Circa was doing it, they were alone. They waited for a portal to open up and just arrested people as they fell out of the portal with transportation sickness, or teleportation sickness, and it was fine. But with this, where it's oh, there's a whole thing, and we have to go and destroy the cube, and RT is here, and I have to train Artie, and everybody is yelling, and there's a flaming
Artie's such a
skull.
burden.
Artie is picking up a lot of bad habits.
Orkira's
Artie-
handing Artie marshmallows, just it'll be fine. It's kind of a mess when it's happening, but it'll be fine.
Artie, your hands are filthy. Toss it in the ground. Don't eat that.
Too late.
What does Artie have?
A marshmallow.
Nothing.
A marshmallow?
But
from-
we were splashed with sewer water.
God.
We did
That
some
works.
prestidigitation and got cleaned up.
Oh,
Yeah,
thank you.
I thought that's what. Yeah.
I
Press
appreciate
the
that.
digits for the wind.
Disgusting. Sewer water marshmallows.
All right,
You just
so-
set it on fire and it's fine.
All right, we're here now, so you need to be very stealthy, right? You all look like, for people that have feet, that might actually make some noise.
We have
Uh,
been passing without a trace.
Yes, we have.
Yes, you
Mm.
have.
Unless we chose not to.
Every once in a while, the flames around my head get bigger for no particular reason. So I know one of you is either on a high-protein diet, or I don't know what. So, right, this is the final door.
Now
You-
What lies beyond Flaming Skull?
Well, beyond me or behind the door?
Beyond the door. Why
Right.
would I ask what was beyond thee?
I thought
I
you
can
might
see
be
beyond
interested
thee.
in my story, my backstory that was written.
We
in
don't have
depth
time
me.
for that.
I'll just
Right,
cast
well.
clairvoyance and look and see what's behind the door.
While they're arguing, you're just like, boop.
Yeah.
You see immediately two goblins who are drinking ale at this moment, guarding the door with glaives.
I will relay that information.
That's all?
Yeah, just
What
just
about
this-
past that? Float your little thing.
Can I see anything else?
Wow.
As you move through, there is like
It's not the eye though. I don't have the arcane eye up. I have clairvoyance up. So
right.
kind of
Other
mage
than
art
that,
thou?
there it seems it's
one who doesn't want to
nighttime.
blow a 4th level spell yet.
It's nighttime now, and everyone seems pretty asleep. Like there must have been like a raging party or something. Like so they were celebrating, but everyone's either asleep or in their bunks. And the
Briv just
hallways are-
keeps tapping Alyndra on the shoulder because I'm sure she's like all in like some kind of weird, trance. Dost thou
Yeah.
see the cubic gate?
Do I?
You do eventually see directly behind. You see the where the Xanthar normally floats. He's not there, but you see the actual vault directly behind where he normally floats. And as you try to pierce that and see within, you're blocked.
Okay.
Dost thou see the body for this flaming soul? Thou needest to say yes.
Yeah. And do you see the fish? Is the fish back?
So many questions. So many questions.
So
do
you're
I see anything else in
You're
there?
moving your view around kind of like almost like a periscope, and you do see that Stilgar is fast asleep in his fishbowl, snoring little bubbly snores in the water, and just sometimes
We have a plan.
rubbing its face with its fin, and then
I will. Oh, go ahead. Was there more description or?
you keep panning, and then you immediately, right in your face, see a man in all black robes and steel gray, almost white hair. Fine, well cut hair on his head, but a long white beard, and he is cloaked with many runes on his black robes.
Do I recognize this person?
It scares you immediately, and you feel presence, and then they just evaporate to your vision. And you just hear a whisper, Alyndra. Find them.
Stop poking me.
Alyndra, dost thou see anything else?
There's someone there. There was someone in there. I don't know who they are.
Not helpful at all, Lindsay.
I'm telling you what I know.
Are they?
I describe the person as best I can.
Okay.
Oh, that's scary.
Sound like anyone you know?
No, but we must make a plan.
Wait, and before I have an idea. And before we go anywhere, I cast Storm Sphere on the other side of the door to get both of the goblins.
Okay. Go ahead and tell me what I need to save for.
There. It is a Strength 16 save. And I have foreseen this moment for
Penelope.
Go with both of them.
Alyndra is being
Wow, because
more
okay,
aggressive than usual.
technically the DM just rolled a 20,
Yay!
and
But-
I think someone should still get a legendary
Yeah,
bundle,
sure. Let's
even
do it.
though it's being removed.
Let's do it.
Otherwise, there's gonna be a lot of hate for.
Yeah, it should be
Alyndra.
fake 20. Fake 20 should be the.
Fate 20.
All right, so you
Mods
are
can make that happen.
you're making those rolls what?
So there's a 20-foot sphere of you hear actually you see a little bit of a flashing under the bottom of the door. And I will choose one of them to attack with a bolt of lightning that is within, and they're going to have disadvantage on listening, but I'm going to go ahead and roll my damage.
Okay.
Yeah, let's go ahead and do this at 5th level. Why not? I'll keep it up for a while.
We shall get a long rest in at least 25 minutes.
Yeah.
You're making a lot of assumptions.
Penelope, once this happens, thou must get to the goldfish
Okay.
and hold it
so-
hostage.
Yes,
We
yes, yes,
can
yes.
make Xanathar let us in the vault.
Okay, make friends. Got it. Okay.
So the one that gets hit with lightning is going to take 16 damage if it. Oh, I'm sorry. I have to make an attack roll on that. So, 2d6.
Maybe turn into something, Penelope, where the goldfish will disappear into
So
the...
5 bludgeoning damage if they failed their save. And that area now becomes difficult terrain. There's a 20-foot radius, so 40-foot diameter sphere. And then I will make an attack roll on one of them. So that's a.
Does this affect the door too? Does the door just go?
Yeah.
No, I placed it so it wasn't going to hit the door.
You see lots of flashing from behind the door.
So that's a 22 to hit,
Okay.
and that was the whatever I said is my first set of damage. Does anybody remember what I said is that
how
first?
do these 2 goblins die?
They're hit by bolts of lightning, and they're you can see their skeletons as they do the cartoon style. Goblins go kablam.
Okay. Does anyone open the door?
Is it safe? Should we go?
Yeah, it's far enough from the door that you should be able to get around the sphere, but I'm going to keep it up for the moment.
Okay. You open the door and you find 2 sizzling goblins who have been electrified and are still a little twitchy in the wet floor as the storm sphere is still kind of hovering above them.
Is there anyone else in the room
No?
looking around? Okay.
No?
All right.
I need stealth checks from everybody to continue on, but you're very, very close to the main hall.
Plus 10.
27.
15.
18.
Are we getting any bonuses on that?
28.
It's, I'm in the 30s at this point.
17.
Dirty 30s.
I look over to hand you another marshmallow and you're just gone.
Yeah. I
am the
imagine
darkness.
I imagine, Hadeel, that your character just has like suction cups and you're
Yes.
going the hard way and you're on the
Go,
ceiling.
go, gadget.
She's got like rappel lines like
Yeah,
everywhere. Yeah.
I'm wearing a cat suit suddenly for no reason.
But it
Yeah.
looks amazing.
It does.
With goggles. Has
Uh,
to be goggles.
You
Yes.
uninterrupted get to the Xanathar's normal place of floating, and you see Stilgar just sleeping inside of his bowl, and then you see the safe.
Xanathar's normal place of floating is hilarious. It's like the Xanathar doesn't have like a chair or anything. Like, it's just normal place of floating.
It's hard to describe.
I know, I love
This
it.
is true.
though. Poor Xanathar can't ever sit in a lazy boy.
Anyone know how to open this?
Knock?
The fish might.
Knock. Maybe.
You knock?
Penelope?
Oh, I thought you were knocking on the goldfish. I'm like, that's mean.
Oh no.
Never
there's a
tap the
girlfriend.
Well, they
glass.
have very
Never
short
tap-
memories.
Well,
No, I woke up to the door and I
Cast knock? All right, tell me about knock.
Opens every door no matter what.
Yeah, basically. As long as
Alright.
it's a mundane lock, stuck barred. If it has multiple locks, only one is unlocked. If it's held shut with arcane lock, then that spell is suppressed. But there is a nice loud noise, though the storm sphere should help cover that. in theory.
All right. There is
So we have one loud noise that's covering up another loud noise.
You knock on the door, and the flaming skull seems pretty excited. It's good stuff. This is going to be fine. And it just goes boom, and you feel the vibration just move and echo through the entire corridor. And slowly the wheels of the door open up, and the safe opens. It's one of those safes that you can walk right into. All right, you step back.
Briv wades forward.
It is empty.
No cubic gate?
Is completely empty, and
I
you
disbelieve.
hear laughing. And a bright light appears from above as...
Is the laughing like, ooh, ooh,
Yeah.
Is the safe a cubic gate? Oh, it totally is, isn't it? Oh.
Now the point that I'm supposed to say.
Hawakian monkey lizard, like,
What is happening?
Is it the Xanathar?
Slowly the Xanathar, like,
banish him.
Light glows. The Xanathar slowly descends with several of his own men who are also levitating ogres and goblins. Eric
banish the
Kokra for
Xanathar.
no reason, Dragonborn that are in his service. And hey, his big to do isn't done. And he gets
Yes,
down
but I've been told
to his
multiple
normal
times.
floating space. He's like, "Hello, the Beyond Heroes. I see that you have returned and have walked into my secret trap.
we have stormed this
doomed."
castle.
Yes, hello, we're back.
We are
Hi.
here for marriage.
We didn't learn the first time.
Did he just say
Xanathar,
he
canst
was
thou
for
say marriage?
What? No, I did not say anything about marriage.
Oh.
No one's getting married. What?
That's not how I thought
Stop,
thou
you are
would
confusing me.
say that.
You have entered my realm again, and this time you will not escape.
Okay.
Xanathar, would you sign my autograph book?
Yes, of course, I will.
Watch the
pen
Xanathar
levitates
start
and
to
moves
try.
over to your book, and it's like,
Try to sign and realize that
The-
it has no hands.
it's mage hand, and it's writing the perfect beholder.
Lucky.
So, is everyone prepared to die?
Can you?
Art thou?
Are you?
As it gets close and starts to sign it, I nod to Orkira to do what she was trying to do before.
I'm sorry. What? I've forgotten.
Were you trying to cast?
We are the heroes.
No, I mean, I thought we were in a hurry, but I was gonna wait. How much longer should I wait? Because
Wait,
I thought
you
we were
were-
in a hurry.
You were going to try and banish it, weren't you?
Well, yeah, but then everybody wanted to hear what the Xanathar had to say. So
Oh.
Nobody
done?
wants to hear what this buffoon has to say.
I do. I like his voice.
Where's the cubic gate?
I do not appreciate what you have just said. Briv, bone marrow. I do not like it. You need to
Very
make
well,
a dexterity.
Xanathar.
A ray shoots out at Briv, and you need to make a dexterity saving throw.
No, Briv.
I eat dexterity saving throws for breakfast.
That's a lot of fiber.
What?
That
Whoa.
Where
is
is the? Where did you
19.
say it is?
Orkira, if you're not going to do that, then I am. So, do you want to take that opportunity?
I got a 19.
I think we need to hear what
Oh,
happens
wow.
to Briv first,
Okay.
or at least that's because then Orkira was gonna just talk to the Xanathar.
Okay.
But let's see what happens to Briv.
Briv turns to stone.
No, no.
Okay.
Briv, no. Only druids can turn to stone. Don't do that.
All right. Does anyone else want to tingle with me?
I was just gonna ask. We're looking for a cubic gate. Do you know what that is? And do you have one?
I think it was part of the trap.
I'm not saying that I do. I don't have one, but that's not really your business. This is my property. We were celebrating because I found one.
Oh.
So you do have one. Okay, that's good to know. Where is it?
Your wildly intelligent tricks will not work on me.
I'm not
Dragonborn?
tricking. I just figured I'd ask.
No, I'm not going to tell you. You are all going to die. I'm going to make you part of my stone.
Detect thoughts as Orkira is asking about the cubic gate.
And as he's saying this, I'm like, but you wanted to talk all about your evil plan and like pontificate on, like, because I was going to banish you before, and then you were all upset that you didn't get a chance to talk. So I figured that's
I
what people
appreciate that. I would
usually
like to tell you my evil plan first.
Yeah.
In my plan, I filed a report detailing all of the crimes of the heroes to very specifically the Bureau of I don't the planar Bureau of something. I don't remember what the acronym is.
Oh, you're not a part of
this
them because
moment,
they
so-
actually call themselves Beholder. It's pretty cool.
Yes,
And I'll
that's
flash
why-
my badge.
Very specifically, I chose them because I like the irony, and so I reported the crimes that you have committed, and so now you have been brought to me.
Circa makes a very shocked face at Artie.
Are you in charge of Beholder?
No,
Then why were we brought to you?
that would be silly. It's not contrived enough. No. I simply was aware of the organization, and then I told them about the terrible things you've been doing, such as stealing my goldfish, and also stealing multiple magical items from me, and destroying worlds, and other things that I've heard about. And I added a few other rumors as well, and so that they would find you and capture you, and then possibly take you to me. That was my plan,
Ow.
and it worked. I am the smartest beholder, and I am the smartest thing in favor of.
Orkira's gonna look at the two agents that she's with and say, "So it sounds like the Xanathar is kind of behind everything."
All anonymous rumors and tips must be followed up on. It is procedure.
It is
Yeah, but-
procedure. I'll pull out the book and like flip through it and tab. Just
Yeah, but it sounds like the Xanathar is gonna try to kill you too. Is that something that you can stop?
As you find the official report, it does seem a little bit more suspicious on second glance.
Yeah, there
Also,
were a
like,
lot of typos in it.
Yeah.
a lot of these. There are some stupid heads that took my fish. They also have killed worlds, transported primordials. Also, did I mention they took my fish?
Now that I'm thinking about it, a lot of this seems, like a little bit far-fetched, like the destroying gods thing, like
Yeah, who uses a wish spell 7 times?
Yeah, as far as I know, we only used it 3
Why
times.
would anyone do that? No one would do.
I can't imagine someone being so irresponsible as to use a wish spell to alter the fabric of reality.
And like there's no such thing as a bag of devouring. And what kind of name is Avern?
Oh, it's Avril.
Avril.
Someone
Yeah.
must have mistyped Raven. It's an error. It's just
Yeah, bird. Maybe they meant to Kenku. Do you guys know a Kenku?
fine.
That seems reasonable. Are we looking for a Kenku? Write that down, Artie.
Is it the end of my next turn yet?
Yeah, it is. Go ahead and make your saving throw.
Just wanted to make sure.
Thank you.
Busts
Briv.
out of the stone,
No,
just
no,
flexes
no,
out.
and you can leave. All right, so here we are.
25.
25.
Well,
the stone starts to crack around your body, and you start to emerge. Once again, you feel kind of ill and a little light blind at the same time.
I'm pleased to find that this was a large misunderstanding.
Obviously.
And I don't think you thought this plan all the way through.
I totally thought this plan entirely through.
Mm.
No,
Then-
Hey,
you are wrong.
Sarge, I feel like this would be like one of those situations where like it's a misuse of police time. So I think the Xanathar is
Obviously,
the criminal.
the
You're
Xanathar
right.
is the biggest criminal here.
It's difficult to
I
think of.
am technically
we-
the biggest criminal. Yes,
It's
but it's
Certainly
size-wise.
size-wise, yes.
yes,
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
yes, but several feet. This is accurate.
Hey, while we're talking, do you know where this Flame Skull's body is?
Him? I don't. I have a lot of bodies around here. We're not very good at cleanup. So
That seems very irresponsible. You should
probably in the
pile your
dungeons.
bodies in a very stacked way so that they can be, taken care of.
yes. Nope. I don't know. I really don't bother myself with such things. personally?
While we
Does it-
are here, you did mention having a cubic gate. We do need to write you up a citation for that and confiscate it.
No, I
immediately.
don't think so. I don't think that's going to happen. Yeah.
Artie is
Alyndra,
already writing the citation. He's like, well, I already started writing, and this carbon.
did.
I need perception checks from everyone.
I was
Awesome.
also going to
I
ask
have
people-
Oh,
I have a
boy.
20 passive.
Oh,
Yeah.
God.
Do I
I'm
still
I'm
need
a
it?
21 passive. So
Yeah.
Yeah,
22.
not
And
that.
you, Alyndra, hear kind of a whispering.
I am
You
a heckin'
feel-
cop.
You can feel the air, like a slight airflow coming from a door, like from a stone wall that shouldn't have air coming from it. Very close by
okay.
in the corridor.
Sure. Let's throw another clairvoyance out there. See what's going on.
Okay, you're casting clairvoyance.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's full on, like just filled with magical items, including like you're looking around and you see the cubic gate on a dais with a big shining light on it. He's very proud of the cubic gate, but also there is a set of books that are in the corner on the ground. They've just kind of been misused and placed in the corner, and you hear a weird whispering again. These are black magical tomes.
Okay.
Alyndra, were you able to get up the you were gonna read the Xanathar's mind, I think? While
It
Orkira
was, yeah.
Yeah. Did you get anything from that, especially like where
I
this body
don't-
might be?
I don't know.
You do look around, and there are other stone statues, much like what was done to Briv, and one of them is missing a head.
That's unhelpful.
Is that thine body? I want to
Yeah,
say that. To
right.
the
I
phone.
think that makes the most sense, actually. Yeah.
Do I recognize those black books?
No, but you feel a weird connection to them.
Of course I do. Good times.
If it's weird,
It's
or
always gone
creepy,
well when
she
I'm
feels
drawn
a
to things in the past, especially creepy looking, arcane, hidden magical objects. Okay.
Penelope, what do you want to do at this point? I think we know everything we need to know.
I'm just enjoying everybody's company.
I always enjoy your company.
Can I misty step in there?
I can extend the offer to you, Penelope Halfpint. You seem always very nice. That you may join the Xanathar's court
Yay!
if you
Ooh.
assist in me killing your friends.
Oh.
But I
I'm
am your
afraid
new
that
friend.
if you assist him, we will have to write you a citation as well for being an accessory.
Can I think about it?
Artie, begin the citation.
You have five- you have 5
Captain
minutes.
Silent Breath, or apologies, but Silent Breath, canst thou just call down the thunder of Beholder down here? There were at least 30 people up in that tavern pointing swords.
Yes, 30 people.
It was an illusion, wasn't it?
It was
Is
an
that-
illusion.
So thou didst come down here with no actual
Yeah.
support.
Keen and Freely just saw a completely different illusion than you did when they went upstairs.
Hey,
Artie
let's
wants
go
to
play.
turn
let's,
to the
uh,
sergeant and be like, well, Greg is real, right?
Of course
wait.
he is, Artie.
Oh, okay,
I
'cause
gave him
he-
2 pieces of silver, so I mean,
Yeah. Also, he borrowed my Harry Potter books. I want those back.
oh,
Of
All right,
course you'll
what
get
is-
them back, Artie.
Harry Potter, the accountant, the human
What-
accountant,
He writes really
goes to
good
accounting
books.
school.
The guy who
makes some
makes pots.
friends.
The Harry, that Harry,
Harry
the Harry
Potter.
big,
He's a
the Harry
Harry
big
Potter.
boy that makes pots.
he's a bugbear. He
Self-help
writes
books.
the
Oh, that
best
Harry
pottery books. It's
Potter.
great.
He makes the best pots, best
Oh my
pottery.
gosh, amazing.
Perfect.
What are you
Yes.
doing? You have very limited time to pull this one out.
Yeah,
Honestly,
I can misty step into the area where I know that stuff is,
Okay, you cast Misty Step.
and then use a mage hand to grab the stuff.
Captain, would it
That's
be
worth taking.
illegal, since we are
Uh,
part of Beholder,
your elf
for
has
us
left.
to use the gate?
Go in there. I will use my mage hand to pick up the things that we
I
need.
mean,
and
while in the
those
line of
books are
duty,
just
sometimes things blur the lines, correct?
Fascinating.
Circa looks at Briv, looks at the rest of them, looks at Xanathar, and then finally like turns to Artie, is like, Artie, I don't think that this is going to work out the way that we thought it would. Time to go. And we'll beep beep their badge twice, cast etherealness, and dip.
Before Artie goes, he goes, "Thanks for the marshmallows. Enjoy your badges. Beep beep."
Thanks, bye.
What just happened?
You just got abandoned by your guest stars.
Oh my god!
They just peace out and pass through the walls.
Real quick.
No
Do they
dabs.
pass through the
No
walls
dabs.
in the direction that Alyndra Misty stepped?
No.
Okay. Is there anyone between us in the direction that Alyndra Misty stepped, or is everybody kind of on
Not
the other
currently.
side?
There's a very
I'm
angry beholder. I
casting
didn't
fifth-
say they could leave. I am very upset now.
I'm casting 5th level wall of fire between us and everything, like beholder side. So they all need to, anything within 10 feet of that wall on the other side needs to make, let me double check. Dexterity saving throws DC 16. They're still going to take half damage even if they succeed. They can't see through the wall, which means if the beholder tries to shoot any of us, he fails because he can't see us. And I'm going to, after I cast that and block all of that view, I'm going to look over at Penelope and Briv and say, I guess we should go grab Alyndra and the stuff and go.
As
I
you
think
try-
I think we're gonna have to use the gate.
I've been
Okay.
told that we only have a few minutes, and if our guest stars have left, then now we really should do
It's,
something.
it's
You
time
would've-
to use the gate.
You would have had to move out of his eye range. I'm going to say that's what you were doing this entire time, was trying to keep out of his center eye.
Sure, I
Because
can
if
cast
you're
it
in the
within
anti-magic
100.
cone, you cannot cast a spell. So you're like sneak around and then you cast fire.
Sure, I can cast it within 120 feet. So
No. Why did
yes,
you? So
yes, I can.
all right.
How
is
dare
there-
you?
Is everyone running behind the thing of fire?
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
Yeah, so
I'm
it
headed
doesn't-
toward the gate.
Yeah,
Where's
it's,
Alyndra?
she's in the room over there. Didn't you see where she missed?
But that's where the gate is, right?
Yes.
I
And
go
some
over.
diaries.
I shape stone and create a doorway for us.
Well done, Penelope. Clear eyes, full hearts.
Huzzah!
I need some of the members are gonna have to run around the wall of fire at this exact moment. So I'm
Briv
gonna
will
have to
run
say,
through it.
Penelope, half pint. I need a dexterity saving throw from you. And
I've placed the wall of fire so that it's because only one side of it.
Yeah.
Do people have to actually make the saving throws? And I would have placed that side where the Xanathar and all of his minions are. If behind us is
and
the door we're going to, she won't have
they're
to do
already
it.
taking fire, but like at that moment, like this is kind of like a thing that happened all at once. So
Okay, I got a 18.
oh, you got an 18? You're fine.
Yeah.
You almost felt yourself starting to disintegrate, and then you held it together at that exact moment. You run in, and Alyndra is holding a bunch of creepy books, and also the cubic gate is literally a jar.
Alyndra,
large
just
cube
bring
with
the
different
weird
symbols.
books. We must
I-
get out of here.
I put them in my fanny pack of holding, and I'm ready to go.
Okay, how are you
So
leaving?
We've got the
Through the
books and
cubic
the.
gate.
Does anyone know how to work it?
There's buttons on it.
Ah,
I hit a
buttons.
button and get out of there.
Don't
We're gonna
know where
die.
they go.
otherwise.
Can we use the? Okay. Or we can
And I'm
do
also
it.
traveling next
think
week, so I'm
later.
not going to be on the show. So
You hit the button on the cubic gate, and all of you are consumed by the magic of the cubic gate at this exact moment. And you find yourself, your ears pop as you enter into another realm entirely, and you are surrounded by some sort of fog at this moment. And you have all the items that you grabbed. And you can hear the sound of water very nearby at the same time. And
I go over-
you're free.
Where are we?
Does
I don't
anything
know.
look
Is the
familiar?
button labeled?
no,
The
it
button
wasn't
is labeled, but you don't know what the symbol is.
Can
Oh,
I
inter-
now use as a ritual to comprehend languages so I know what it says?
Are we through it?
Yeah, you're through.
It says one of three things.
And that is actually going to have to be our adventure for this moment. You find yourselves in a brand new world, but as Alyndra is clasping these weird, very creepy black books, you all kind of notice that, and maybe Alyndra doesn't notice it, but she's holding them very tightly to herself at this moment as you see her on the seashore surrounded by fog. And we cut to a moment. There is a man on a stone throne who looks deathly ill, if not completely dead. And he is covered in a black cloak and a long white beard and short white hair. And a shadowy figure is kneeling before him. The daughter of Oblivion now has the books. Soon, your plan will take fruit, and she will become one of us, like he did before. Vistendantalus. And that's the end of the episode, everybody. Thank you for watching Beyond Heroes. This was a completely uncontrolled Dungeon Master adjacent mess. I loved it. Thank you so much for TK and also Hadeel for being on the show and playing the interplanar police of D&D. It was fantastic. Lots of improv that added a lot to that plot line. I really appreciate both of you being on the show. Thank you so much. Please be on the show again.
Where can people find you for our audio listeners?
Yes, yeah. We're talking to you, TK and Hadeel.
Hadeel first.
Oh, me. You can find me online wherever social media is sold at Twittysuch, TWITTYSUCH. I know how to spell my own name.
And TK?
It's me. It's TK. I write spooky stories. I put them on the internet. You can find them on my website, tkjwrites.com, or you can follow me on Twitter, TK Joins the Fray. I'm going to be doing all kinds of social media stuff. So if you go on Twitter and you're like, hey, I like Choose Your Own Nightmare poll adventures, then you should check out Tales from the Mist on Twitter, Miss Tales D&D. We do a poll adventure for the month leading up to the Tales from the Mist season 3 finale or premiere. That's the word I meant. I would love to come back if you guys aren't too mad at us for tricky for trying to pull a Waterdeep dragon heist and then being like,
it was like the first act of Guardians of the Galaxy, but it never stopped. Like no one ever got along.
It's like, yeah, we should steal something. I mean, confiscate something for the law.
I had an evidence bag ready and everything.
That was fantastic. I hope that was fun for everybody and everyone at home. Thank you so much for watching, and congratulations to all our winners for all the legendary bundles. Have a great day. We will be back next week at the same time. Bye.